Happy Sunday, you guys. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's Tracy coming back to you with another video. I know I've been MIA, and I'm so sorry. I got to get it together. Memorial Day was very, very difficult for me. It was the first, anyway, besides Mother's Day. I just been going through it, you guys. So bear with me. I'm trying to come around. It's been very difficult for me. And but anyway, like, share, comment, hit the subscribe button, help your girl out. Thank you for hanging in there with me while I go through this difficult time. Okay. I just was coming today just to tell you how important it is to have insurance. I know it's a difficult thing to think about, but when you start getting up in age, you have to think about it. You have to put your business in order. You have to think that way. I don't like thinking that way. I don't. But once you're born, you're dying. Okay? And we don't know the time, the day, the hour, the moment. We don't know nothing. Okay? We wake up in the morning, brush our teeth, wash our face, take a shower, put our clothes on, and have no idea that that could be our last day. Okay? So what I'm saying is, it is so important to have insurance. You don't want to have to put that burden on someone else, on your loved ones, and then you end up being laid to rest in a way you don't want to be. Okay? Like me personally, I don't want to be cremated. Okay? So I put some things, I have insurance. I got things lined up. You know, I have insurance. So if something happened to me, I have plenty enough insurance to where my family could lay me to rest the way I want to be laid and still have some little change left over if they need to do whatever they, leave them something. But always make sure that you are covered in that area. Take care, handle your business. We need to prioritize and think about what really matters. Okay, what really matters to us. What's really important. And unfortunately, death is a part of life. And we don't want to make those decisions. We don't want to think about it. It's hard to think about, believe me. I know, it's hard to think about. It is. But you don't want someone to have to cut corners because they can't afford to lay you down. Okay, they can't afford to lay you down, so they have to cut corners, and then you end up, you know, who knows? Some people don't mind being, me. It's just when you are in a position to where you have to, please get insurance. Please don't leave that burden on your family. Add it into your monthly other expenses. You have to pay monthly, depending on your age. It depends on, the younger you are, the higher your monthly rate is. The older you are, kind of the lower you get, the lower it is. Look into it. Find an insurance agent and talk to them about it. Insure your family. Insure yourself. You pay all this money for car insurance. You go get renter's insurance. If you own your home, you got insurance. So if you can, you pay all this money for car insurance. Why can't you go get some life insurance and pay a little $80 or $90 or 100, whatever it is, and just add it into your monthly expenses. So you can make sure that you are laid to rest without having the burden put on your family members. And then not only that, you're laid to rest the way you want to be laid to rest. No one had, you know, because that's sad to have to get cremated if that's not really what you wanted. You never wanted to be cremated, but it was cheaper. And so your family had to go the cheaper route because they couldn't afford the casket. Okay, they had to rent the casket for the funeral and then cremate you because they couldn't afford a plot. They couldn't afford to get you no burial. Them burials are not cheap. You can pay on it. But because they can't afford the burial, they can't afford the casket. A decent casket that's not too expensive and not too cheap, a mid-grade casket can run you anywhere between $6,000 and $7,000. And that's just mid. Good quality, though. Good quality. You want good quality, so about $6,000 or $7,000. Then you have to pay for the burial site. You got to pay for the embalming. You got to pay the mortuary, the funeral home. You got to pay for the obituaries. If you know, funerals are not cheap, and the burden that laid on the family is just, it's sad. It's sad to have your family to have to have that burden. They're already mourning over you. They're already mourning. Then they got to worry about that, and then your soul is not resting in peace because now you're cremated because it was cheaper. I already told my daughter, I don't want to be cremated. That's just my choice. Some people do. Some people say, cremate me. Save that money and go take that money and do. Some people, it's a matter of choice. But it's your choice. The point I'm making is the only way you're going to have a choice is if you put things in order. You don't want someone to have to make that choice for you due to financial reasons, So it's important that we put things in order. We line up our business. We put our business in order. Okay? It's about prioritizing, putting your business in order, worrying about things that matter, because your mind, the things you do, your mind, okay? When you are worrying and doing things, you can make your situation worse by the way you think and the things that you are concentrating on when you're not concentrating on the right things, But you just don't want your family to have to be burdened with that. And then you don't want them to have to cut corners. And then your soul ain't really resting in peace, knowing that you're not laid to rest in the fashion that you would have wanted. So instead of spending your money on all these things that you can't take with you, all these designer clothes and designer purses and big old cars and unnecessary jewelry and all that, you can't take it with you. And if if that's what you want to spend your money on, hell, then your family can go take all that jewelry and everything and pawn it so you can have a funeral. Is that what you want? You can't take that with you. You can't take the car with you. You can't take none of that with you. You know, people worry about things that don't even matter at the end of the day. You know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. But you want your soul to be at rest in the fashion, in the way that you want it to be. Don't lay that burden on your family. You know, I don't know. Y'all, we need to get it together, you guys. We need to set things in order. Okay? That's all I have to say. Y'all have a nice day.